younger because I will be older, therefore wiser. Sounds funny, but in reality, it is not. Hi everyone, this is Nihaarika and today I am going to talk about the situation of procrastination in my life. My talk is titled Caution Girl in Progress because I want to express the fact that nobody is perfect and everyone has a scope of improvement. I would like to start my talk with a personal example. A silent night in the month of October 2018 was a very dreaded night. I was standing in front of an unfinished village model, which is my project, and just staring at it and realizing that I had spent 1 week out of 2 weeks of my deadline in just beautifying the grass. The stages of my day spent on inconsequential things is as follows. First stage. Well, as I told earlier, the first week was spent in beautifying the grass. Second stage. Then, 4.5 days of my week was spent in doing very important things like staring at the beam, trying to understand all the ways it is possible. I like to be specific. Third stage. 2 days of my week was spent in self-care. Example, watching the same videos on YouTube again and again and again until even the app begs for mercy. Fourth stage. Now comes the D-Day where my procrastination finally comes to an end. Well, at least for this time. And the habit starts. Fifth stage. The remaining time I show off my extreme skills of acting like, Mom, my stomach is paining, or I have a severe headache. And then, calling my family, I tell them that I have a very important project to submit and line number 1. A teacher told us only today. Line number 2. I had some serious work and could not complete it. Can you please do it for me? And even if my family protested, they ended up doing the whole thing. I was just beginning to enjoy the scenario when that guilty emotion just stabbed me. And then it occurred to me that it was not the first time that procrastination took up its knife, but a lot of other times too. Times like I always bring food to my room, but the plates do not go back to the kitchen until my dad takes me to task. I have a duty of wiping the dinner table after food, but again, the thought of doing it later would land me in trouble in the morning when my parents' favorite teacup would be smeared by yesterday's food crumbs. I'm not in the duty of taking care of plants and watering them daily. In the evening, the same saga continued of withered leaves as I had not watered them in the morning. He wanted to go on the class trip in 5th standard, and I remember pleading to my parents to give me the permission, which they blankly refused as they considered me to be irresponsible in managing things on my own. I was angry then, but when I started to think about it afterwards, I thought my parents were actually right. The word that hit me was procrastination. When I started to research on it, I found out that my condition was exactly like the perfectionist procrastinator. The revelation was mind-boggling that I belonged to the perfectionist procrastinator. I thought, enough is enough. I need to get out of this habit of mine. I need to work towards solutions. Well, as they say, it's easier said than done. I started my cozy reading corner contemplating solutions. I made a timetable, a long list of to-do things for every day. I even announced at home that I'm going to turn into a new leaf, which was really hard for them to digest. Believe me, the first few days were very hard as things on paper looked easy, but implementing them is a challenge. A long, impressive but unachievable list at first only made things tough and brought in rejection. So, I started making small, achievable lists, say about 10 tasks a day. At first, I used to only complete 1 task, but slowly it started increasing to 6 a day. At first, I started making deadlines for myself earlier than the ones set in school or for any project, and I used to announce them to my family so that they would act as reminder for these tasks. This strategy actually worked. A lot of motivation from my team did help. The bigger plans have now started melting. The messy bedroom and closet are now more organized, and and my parents said I'm comparatively neater than it really. I changed from a lazy to a more organized and responsible Nihaarika. Believe me, yoga and meditation also helped to keep a focused mind, even though my body was screaming for help. Even instant noodles is not that instant repair. So what I intend to say is, it will take you some time to change. And as I quote Arnold Bennett, any change, even a change for the better, is always accompanied by discomforts. In my case too, I can say that I'm not perfect now, but I would rather say I'm a work in progress.